Hi everyone. Today's supposed to be Dannyokec. Just I don't even know what the gist you guys. I made a video not too long about you getting to repay debts whenever you do borrow from anyone. And I really just got thinking out loud, and I was wondering something. I started thinking about this thing, especially after reading that book. Let me get the name of the book again. I don't know why I often forget the name of the book. I'm always checking. Why don't I want to cram it? I think I feel it's being witty with the devil. I don't know if that's the name of the book. Let me check. So I saw this book on YouTube, right? And after seeing the book, it changed everything about my life. It's it changed like everything about my life because I'm not a religious person. So I okay, outwitting the devil. Outwitting the devil. OUT then WITTING by Napoleon Hill. Outwitting the devil. I read that book. When I read the book at the beginning, the book talked about negative energy and positive energy, and it was it was like a scene where the devil was being interviewed, and the devil said something like, I'm not who you guys think I am. I'm not the guy who has tail, who is black, has horn. I am that negative energy, that bad energy. If you notice, most times when I make videos or when I talk, I'll tell you I don't use negative words. That I'm not, negative. I'm on the positive side, and then I tell you something positive, or try to make use a mild word. That's because on that book I learned that the devil you think is the devil is a negative energy, and you know that negative energy is you, right? Somehow the world, like if you read the book, the world has been conditioned to be negative in the sense that people attract more to negativity than positivity. Now I could play some scenes as we proceed where I get to describe and I'm a good actor. Now I'll get to like be in that scene. So it's gonna be a bit dramatic in case I get there. I've also made some research and I verified that people are drawn generally more to negativity. So let me give you like a couple of scenes to start with. Scene one, good news, right? Good news. Have you really noticed that people find good news noisy? Like they find good news noisy. Now let's assume we're in public, right? This is like a public space. Now I'm playing scenes for you. I'm describing them in details. Now imagine this white car just drove in from the gate in a public scene. It's like a mall by the side. He drove in, and then there was this big ribbon on top of this GLE, and it's a recent GLE. Now the car parks just very close to the mall, and some other girl is like coming out on the phone, left, right. I know you know where I'm arriving to, right? That means someone's probably calling her, telling her, just come outside. I'm close to the mall, I'm outside the mall. And there she is. Now everybody's living their normal life. No one actually takes notice of these people. Not until there's this stuff they use in, I don't know what it's called. Whenever there's a birthday or something, when they blow it, it goes wow, spreads and it pours this disco kind of light, right? Now, wow, that's poured everywhere. And people are not turning. Where is that noise? I said, nah, banana people, okay. Now the guy kneels down and takes his hand up and asks the girl, "Would you marry me?" Right? Would you marry me? Now she says yes. Everyone is saying say yes. Everyone is clapping. They stand up. They kiss. Now that scene there'll be lots of people, right? Most people would stay and keep saying, oh, and most people would just go on their normal business. They're like waiting concern with the legal person bends. Most people would be criticizing, right? Most people would be like, don't do now, carry your bends, go. Most people would be like, I'm happy for her. But it's gonna be a mixture of just very few people's attention. After a while, everybody would go back. So even the ones who were doing, even the ones who were focusing the whole thing, even the one who everybody would just go back to doing something else. It's not left for the girl who they engaged to go, maybe drive her Benz that they've gifted her. And it's not left for the guy to sort himself, maybe came with another car. But everybody moves on with whatever they're doing. They don't even get to talk about it. They talk about it. It's a span of like 10, 15 minutes, and nobody talks about the events. Everybody, but everybody's constantly having to move on with their life. People might not even take pictures of it. They don't even feel it's memorable. Only few people will take a picture and say, I wish a guy could do this for me. Yeah, I just described positivity to you. It's gonna be very, very dramatic. Please bear with me. Okwagi, 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 Okwagi. Now in a mall. Now someone is outside. You know this idiot. What is happening? Oh yeah, I'm not around now. I don't know how to speak Igbo fluently. I would have done that in Igbo. This is my friend. He slept with my wife. This is my friend. He slept with my wife or my girlfriend. Hey, I did. Within the next, within the next 45 seconds, they had, he's my friend. He slept with my wife. I'll kill him today. I'll break his head. Nobody's gonna be saying I'm minding my business. So even those who actually had a business to mind would turn back and say, who did he break? Who did he break head? Every single person wants to take their phone. And let's assume the guy comes in with a weapon. He wants to go beat the other guy. The other guy is trying. Everybody wants to be in the action. If the thing is happening front, people would start moving closer. Start my chama. Waiting they happen. Waiting they happen. Oh man, bless the guy. The guy bless my friend be that way. He do something with him get for but no be smart, you know. This guy won't ask this guy here. Say, well, they don't go to the other side. I know you're not seeing multitude of people constantly chasing a negative vibe. Now you think they want to separate the fight. Everybody wants to entertain themselves. People love negativity. When they're done, people will likely talk about that guy throughout this night. They will tell you stories of a woman who cheated on her husband. They will tell you stories of if a woman will talk about it, but if the reverse was the case, you will hear people talk about that stuff. People would video it. They would go back home and share their love and show the loved ones and say, see what happened to that the more. This man came in, he said his friend was sleeping with his wife. See, topic. But no one will talk about that white Benz that's packed in there. And maybe even if the guy said, this girl has been here for 15 years, she's been very loving, she's been this, she's been that, no one would even really repost, nobody would even care. Apart from some brookies that would want to video it and repost for their own motivation. But nobody really, people don't care about positivity. They don't even share positivity. When I was into blogging, one thing I really learned was people do not like good news. I'm telling you the truth. If you post today that the particular person did this, and it's continuous good news, after a while, people don't want to hear it. People feel good news is it's noise. If you see somebody who keeps telling you how he's winning, it starts sounding like the person is bragging. I'm going to give you a negative and a positive, and I'm going to tell you one more thing before I close this today's just. It's nothing. It's not something you need to learn. It's just me telling you what the world is like, which is people. Everyone is almost drawn to negativity. Now, back to the instant. You have this friend. Each day he comes to you. I went out today and I applied for one contract. What was it called again? In Wuse, a new company, a new firm, and they gave me the contract. My profits, plus or minus is what around, 160 million. Oh, good. I'm happy for you. What celebrating? Comes back the next day. I've signed an ambassadorial deal with a new real estate company. They have also told me I would, be in charge of all the smart energy related stuff and security. So basically, I'm going to be working with estates. Anybody who is building or setting up a smart electricity or smart home, I'm going to handle the contract. It's going to be a contract that will run into billions as time goes on, because the estate will keep developing and all that. Wow, I'm happy for you. He comes in next tomorrow. He's buying. He has gotten this. He has gotten that. He has achieved this. He has achieved that. This award. This that. This that. Lots of positivity. After a while, you would not. Funny, you would think you would do the opposite, but it's a lie. You would start comparing yourself to him firstly, and then you would start, focusing more on, oh my, why is he always blessed every day? He has, why is he even telling me all this? Does he want me? Okay, I should. What does he want me to do? Why is he telling me he has accomplished this? He has accomplished that. No, that is positivity. Let's go to negativity. There's this friend of yours that is always having one unfortunate episode in his life. As I come back to them, you see that dog with the Chimoski the street. See my national. Now you bite me so. Now you bite me so. Now they see him. Say, everybody laugh so well. Ah boy, that guy. One day, 1 week, one trouble. In fact, the moment they leave and they come back, they say, I beg, where that guy? Where that guy every day? Where 1 week one trouble? Where 1 week one trouble? They say, oh, but no, what happened this morning? 1 week one trouble. Come out. You see bar we empty, drink full everywhere. Where you go? Go like pass, they go in where you go enter there, go carry one of those bottle the drinkers to drink full everywhere. So you tell happen say police come, they say they dey chase some boys run. So as they come follow back here and run, they don't already go. Nine, 1 week on trouble, come go there. Maybe until say the drink they free, carry one smoke. You ask say who they nobody. As he just carry it tonight, the police come. They say na him be their leader. Say they fear him come back to come smoke, drink. Let them know say na hey, cha 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 cha. Hey, that guy, I don't meet that guy. That guy in problem, no they ever end. Huh? That guy not no but oh boy, Ogun they swear for that boy. Now for the next 20 minutes they talk about this boy will be 1 week, one trouble. Now bring that first guy I told you in the beginning, the one that's always been getting contract. Have you heard that Dan just recently? I beg, leave it. Don't worry about that. Now him got the fair for like I beg guy, leave Dan talk now. Because somehow they talk about Dan, the positivity annoys you in a way, right? Except you in a way benefiting from the Dan. But what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is people are more interested in constantly consuming negative information. I wouldn't want to even draw back, but there's no lesson. It's just something. Thank you. I remember what I wanted to say. I don't want to really draw back, but okay, this is what it is. I've been doing this very funny. I'm sorry to anybody who have done it to social experiment. I go on social media, right, with like two different accounts. I After reading this book, I tried it out for fun, and I will come on live on TikTok. And once I'm on one account, I will share the link to the other account. That's okay. Join. See. Like I'll keep my two phones, and on one account, I will say something positive. Most times they don't even notice it. I've tried it. I've been doing it before on Instagram. Tried it on Instagram. It's the same thing. I think it worked almost on all social media platforms. Okay, IG then it is be more of celebrities. I will come in and say you're very beautiful. You're my role model, and these celebrities will not say a word. And then I take up the other phone and I just say something very bitchy. Try to slut shame or say something very negative, and I say it consistently. I get to notice two things. The other phone I was using to say lots of positive things don't ever get response, right? It's just very few times the celebrities will say, oh, thank you, with whatever fake account, whatever the name the account is. And they don't even, if I like, let me talk 400 or 500 times, they will never reply me again. Even if I say, oh, you're my role model, and I like you. Okay, one time I came here, oh, you're this. If I keep sending praises every second, After that first time, you tell me, okay, thank you, it's gonna be it. A maximum, they will tell me, thank you, making me blush. And the people are somehow shy when it comes to positivity, right? They have short attentive span. Like people hardly focus on positive things. That's why if they are looking at somebody that has been gifted a house, let's say somebody just came in and say, "This house is your own." Wow, congrats! Oh, the house now your own. Yeah, they won't stay there for more than 30 minutes. They have gone back to do something, right? But if someone that his house just burnt now, they want to sit there and watch how he will do. Hey, what properties got burnt? Like I don't know how negativity can tends to retain people's. I don't know how it works, but when I read that book that says outwitting the devil, it just really let me know when they say when the religious people say the devil really rules the world. It's really true because people are really letting negativity hold their attention. Nobody, people would really sit down and hear testimony. People get bored when they hear testimonies, but they get interested when they hear the worst case scenario. Someone comes in my worst case scenario cases like when they start sharing horrible stories. Say okay, that your own good now. You get it happened to me one time. The one they hear your own good now, they want to sit down. But if they hear stuff like, I'm really glad you're making it, I'm also making it. I have a brother who has made it, all of us were all making it, it's not as if maybe you look back and these people are not going through hell. I mean, they're doing well for themselves, and somehow you want to go, like you want to leave, you don't want to concentrate again. So I just actually learned that when it comes to the human mind, I don't know how it works. It works, it's been working consistently. I'm actually trying to figure out how on earth is the world structured in such a way that people tend to go towards negativity more. You go to a celebrity's page, you say lots of nice things, nobody's listening, you go back and you just insult them, and suddenly two things happen. Either they block you or they're cursing you back. So what happened to every single person who said something beautiful? They don't want it. What they want to attract is that negativity. Maybe that's because only the positive, attract. I don't know, but I think if there's any how I can twist nature, I want to twist me to be so attracted to the positivity. So one thing I've really decided I'll be doing is I'm going to change my media, right? And I'm going to learn how to appreciate more positive things. Like if you notice, if anybody compliments me now, I reply. If you just insult me, I block. So I've been trying to do like the opposite. If you say shit, like if you come right now, you're not think you're gonna throw me. Where I see they talk, you just see not connecting, user found. Anything that has to do with negativity, I don't want to give it attention. Because if we're really very honest, if we spend more time in positivity, like if we spend more time counting our blessings, seeing every beautiful thing we have, than spending the time thinking of the ones who don't. If we can find a way to nurture those positive feelings of gratefulness, of appreciation, of if you just imagine you can sit down right now, you can start appreciating every single thing that's happened to you. How do you think you feel? Now imagine you can keep doing this continuously. Do you know you're going to live longer? You're going to be more sane. You're going to focus more because anytime you're focused on more negativity, you become insane a bit. If you're always having a bad day, you focus on this person, let me this person, you start acting abnormally. You can't do your job, you can't focus, you can't think, you're pain, you're filled with anger. Now imagine you can start looking for a way to start having the opposite emotion, which is attract positivity. So what do you think is gonna happen? So after reading that book was a very scary book. I'm not a religious person, but man, when I read it and I discovered that the Satan I've always gotten fear, I'm scared of, but I always had this fear of as a child, was not the guy that they told us was black. It was the guy in our hearts, the negativity in us. Because if you have lots of positive light in you, like you see this talk, light always conquers darkness. That's the truth. If you have so much light in you, there is nothing you cannot conquer. So I've learned right now, I'm gonna avoid negative emotions. I'm starting up with rejection. I'm starting up with regrets and disappointment. So I'm going to stop regret by not looking. I've already learned not to look at the past, but this disappointment, I'm going to learn not to put my trust in anyone. I will just know that people can disappoint me. They'll always pick themselves first. So if I can find way to change my media, like I don't watch horror movies anymore. In fact, I like movies where they shoot. I think make if you follow me talk smile test, I'll shoot you now. That was a point in my life when I'll shoot you now. I will hit you. I'll destroy because I was exposed to violence. Now I'm no longer like that, and I watch comedy more. Have you noticed I laugh often? If anybody says anything that annoys me, it might not be funny, but there's something Eddie Murphy said in the last movie that Eddie Murphy acted, the last Eddie Murphy movie I watched, or something I said that I liked. While you're looking at me, you just look like Eddie Murphy, and physically I'm laughing. So much positivity. That's why I can sit on my computer and write the best software. Who has the strength to start nurturing that negativity? That is actually what destroys yourself. Negativity. That's why you see most people, they have all the money, they're not happy, they're not fulfilled. So right, and yeah, that's it for today. Like I said, it's not something I'm telling you this is a lesson. It's something I've decided I want to do. I want to start pay more focus to positivity. If I hear someone now just gifted someone a car, I want to go there and say, sister, sister, yeah, fine, congrats, thank you. This is your car. Oh, I'm really very happy. Both of you are dating. How long? Wow, this is good. Man, this is lovely. You're a nice guy to have appreciated her. I pray whatever. I hope wherever you get this money from, replenish. Oh, please be nice to him and so encourage both of you to love each other long. Give them that support. That is what you would do if it was negative. Negative, you go there and say, you una sef, you get una no dey gree stay one place. My guy, no dey beat her like that. Na joy, don't slap her, relax. Like you want to get involved if it's people fighting and killing themselves. You want to act like you're good. You want to go to that particular place. It's attracting you. It's dragging you. But once it's something that is good, you'll be like, let me don't go. Let it not look like they bought car. I'm not trying to be their friend. Before they come to say I won't beg them money. So I don't know, sha, but I can't do it. I will turn my brain, make my brain just say positivity, positivity. Okay, focus on yourself, your goals, solve lots of problems, provide solution, create the best product, create the best software, become a billionaire, build a dynasty. Now this is what my state of mind looks like. There's nothing anybody's ever going to say right now that will get me upset. Because I know right now, saying the next 100 days maximum, everybody don't die. The girls are the kind they think now. Since this video have been like the end. So I want to be all positive. Focus on the things. Don't let any, like I said it early this year, negativity. With all the money I had that last year, I hadn't put my hand on a lot of projects, so things were more even fluent. Fine, right? I still have a lot of positive power right now. With all those things, I was still unhappy because I had an unhappy mindset. The unhappy mindset is just basically me always thinking of the things I've not done. How you been a year, you've achieved so much, you don't give yourself credit. You don't even sit down self to even talk to yourself and say, come me they try you. All you do is to tell yourself you the momo, you self good for nothing. Some people actually insult them. Oh man, nobody hype himself reach me. Oh. This woki kid here off. That's what I call myself. Odogu, the smartest of our time, the great man, the richest people. I hype the hell out of myself. You go wake up and you go to curse yourself. I see people say, me self as I be mumu. I say chineke. The only thing I tell myself, I'll be like, man, you're smarter than this. But let's just say they had it. So what would you do next time? This guy, he deserves a Guinness World Record though. One of the smartest man in the world. You just outsmarted him for a few days, okay, for a few seconds, okay. I want to constantly tell myself that I'm the best. Why trying to learn a lesson from anything? You don't condemn yourself. I don't know how you guys do it, but some people will tell you, man, when I go make up for this life. Are you kidding me? When you go make up? Your brain is constantly listening to those things. Everything is negative. I don't even see people right now. Just I think what I want to do more is to spend more time being positive, studying, looking for the best. Like from next week, we're going to be talking about software projects, right? Because right now I've talked a whole lot about what we're going to achieve. From next week Monday, what we're going to be discussing is the projects I'm creating, solutions. Hmm? And the first solution we're going to start with is where I stopped first: sports betting. Sports betting, I want to get done with it. Google AdSense, get done with it. Now let's start creating beautiful things. Let us invest in so many things, right? So this road to be a billionaire, I want you to follow me to work with. Don't get bored though. Don't when I come here and start telling you tomorrow now that we have made so and so million, so and so billion, you're running it. By all means necessary, try to connect with me. I'm a positive person. And the more you hear those positivity, if you want to be positive, stay close to positive people. You want to be negative, stay close to negative people. Have you gone to where people are pained? Everybody's like a angry dog. Have you also gone to where people laugh all the time? When you leave that house, here you see mama, papa, brother, sister, everybody in a community, everybody's a bit laugh. If you come outside, go back to your house, here when they when they think about their life every day, it's supposed to make you laugh. Your papa will slap you. What's the problem? You did laugh since morning. Why? Because you have moved to that positive energy. Most of when I say these things, I try to blend the scene. Try to make it look all worldly so you can get the concept. So try as much as possible to stay with positive people. So till next time, this is Dannyokec. See you.